guys, it's Rhonda. So, on today's episode, I'm going to be doing a barbecue beef stew. I love this recipe, it came out really well. This is what it looks like when it was almost finished. And of course, with beef, you can do it with potatoes, but I choose to do it with rice. So, that's my final look. I'm gonna start off with some extra virgin olive oil and a stack of onions. So I just cut them up really small, not overly tiny because they're going to be cooking for quite a while. Now, my sister just had my nephew, Grayson, and so she's home and I wanted to take something over for her to eat. So I went ahead and did this stew beef, and this should last her for quite a while. I'm adding some garlic in with my onions and just giving everything a little bit of time to cook and to caramelize and release all of the taste. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of move it around because you always have to pay attention. You don't want your stuff to burn. I don't want my onions and my garlic to burn, so I'm just gonna give it a quick toss. Now I'm adding peppers, sweet peppers. I love to cook with sweet peppers, and I'm all about using different color sweet peppers because sweet peppers release a really nice flavor, and the colors is what's going to make your food look exciting. It's going to create interest and impact when it comes to the final presentation. So I'm doing this barbecue beef, and the ketchup the barbecue I'm using, I'm actually going to put the name at the bottom in the comment, but I love this barbecue because it has a little sweetness to it, and it's like my go-to barbecue. I think it's Sunny's. Yes, it's Sunny's, and I'm adding a little bit of sugar, um, because I want the onions to just have a little bit of a sweetness, just as I add the beef into it. Now here I go. I'm gonna go ahead and add my it's Sunny barbecue, and it's a really sweet barbecue. I get it from Sam's. It comes in a big jar. It's pretty good. It will usually last me for about a hot 3 months or less because I use it a lot. I just love the sweetness of it. And then to change the sweetness, I sometimes add ginger. I just do different things to kind of spruce it up a little bit. Or I might add lime to it and just create like a nice, so I just love to play with it. So I'm going to go ahead and add my beef. Now, you're noticing that the beef is fully coated with seasoning and spices. I actually created my own rub that I use every time I cook. So I have this huge jar that I've created with my own ingredients, my own selection, and every time I need to cook, I would just whip my jar out, just pour some of my rub over my meat, let it marinate for like about an hour or two, and then I'm able to cook. So maybe on one of the other episodes, I'll probably show you how I make my rub for all of my cooking. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a good toss. Now I'm loving the color. When I'm cooking, for me, it has to look elegant. I understand that I'm just cooking for my husband and my daughter and my family and my siblings and all that good stuff, but it has to look really appetizing. Like you have to see it and want to eat it. So I'm very big on color, texture, flavor. So I don't really like my stuff looking rare or medium cooked. Like I'm a young lady that needs to cook, and it has to be cooked thoroughly, and it has to have a lot of color, texture, interest, taste. The flavors just have to be popping. Everything just have to be on point. So I tend to cook like we're at a restaurant, but that's just what my family's used to because that's just how we cook. That's just the passion that goes on in my kitchen. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let this cook for a little while. When you're cooking beef, I know some people like to eat stuff medium rare and all that stuff, but I am a girl, it needs to be fully cooked. So I'm not a medium rare, I'm a fully cooked. So this beef will be cooking for a long time. I'm adding some thyme, some dry thyme, and as you can see, it is cooking along really nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a good stir just to make sure that nothing is sticking to the pan. Just give it a good toss, a good stir, and look at that color. I am loving that color. So by the time it's fully cooked, it should be even darker and more blazy as soon as this is finished, because I'm gonna go ahead and let it just continue on cooking. Now for this, I'm probably gonna cook it for about 45 minutes to an hour, because I need my beef to be extremely soft and juicy. I really don't like to eat meat that is kind of hard and chewy. Like, that doesn't work for me. It needs to be soft and juicy. I'm adding some ginger wine. And this is a wine that I purchased when I went to Jamaica for a destination wedding that I did in 2015. Ginger wine is amazing. You can find it at any island store. It comes in a green bottle. It's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and let it steam for about half an hour, 45 minutes. So, guys, while we're waiting on my beef stew, 45 minutes to cook, I just wanted to remind you again of my co sponsor, Ingrid's Bridal. It's an online bridal boutique that's located right here in beautiful West Palm Beach, Florida, providing bridal gowns, bridesmaids dresses, evening dresses, perfect for a rehearsal dinner, special event. These beautiful pieces were put together by Ingrid's Bridal, and all of these pieces that you're seeing here are available on the website for sale. We also have additional bridal gowns and additional bridesmaids dresses that you can see on the site. So please visit www.ingridsbridal.com for more information on these beautiful pieces. Now let's get back to my beef stew. It should be finished by now. Now, this is what I'm working with after letting it steam for a long period of time. Notice how nice and brown and just juicy that how it's looking right now. This is the look I'm going for. And to end it off, I'm just going to go ahead and add my vegetables to it. So it has a lot of gravy in here, like it's very thick, and it looks really good. I'm ready to eat it. I can't wait. But I'm going to go ahead and add some veggies to it, because at the end of the day, we need a certain amount of vegetables in our diets. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. Now, adding the veggies at the end is just perfect, because then my veggies are not going to be soggy, but instead they're going to be crispy. And the beef at the end of the day will be really soft and moist. All right, I'm just going to let it cook for a little bit. I'm going to continue to add some veggies. I have specific veggies that I favorite more than the others. So you can probably tell by the way I'm just putting in a few at a time, because these are the ones that I love. These are the ones that my daughter will eat. So I'm just going to pick the ones out that I want and then put those ones in. But you're welcome to use any type of vegetables um, that you like. Right, I'm going to go ahead and give it a good toss. Now, this is looking really great. Like I mentioned in the beginning, when this is all done, you're welcome to eat this with potatoes. You can eat this with quinoa. You can eat this with rice. You can even have this with bread. But I love the colors that I'm seeing here. If you wanted more color, you can go ahead and add some more fresh tomatoes. Tomatoes are, will give it really brighter color. But this is what I'm working with. This is the final product. I'm just going to box this up and take it over to my sister. And I know she will enjoy, because she just loves when I cook for her. So guys, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next episode. Take care.